Peace everyone, it's BlackHighPriestess. Just making some dinner. So it's been a while since I've been able to really double down and cook for myself. I'm actually testing out this new light for my lighting, for my uploads and everything too. Looking out nice. Get here a little closer. I'm just making some simple salad. So I got some chopped kale already. I just been so busy this whole week running around. Ripping and running. So much to do this weekend. But I figured I would check in with everyone. I'm gonna rinse this with some warm, cold, kind of lukewarm water so I don't cook the kale too much. So I'm gonna dress the salad. I washed everything off here already. So I'm gonna dress it with some lemons, apple cider vinegar, and olive oil as usual. Start with the lemons or the olive oil. I have Kalamata olive oil from Trader Joe's. It'll complement the Kalamata olives I'm gonna put in the salad. And this one's just gonna be simple. So I'm just gonna put in some Kalamata olives, capers, tomatoes, green onion, white onion, and garlic. That's about it. I'll probably add some feta cheese as well. So I'm gonna massage the oil in it nice. So let me know if you all have any questions. I know it's been a minute. Peace, peace, peace and love. Tyrone. I'm not gonna sing the Erykah Badu song. I actually been listening to the Fast 9 soundtrack. I literally saw Fast 9 in the theater 4 times, which I think is almost as many times as I saw the Joker last year. But I'm probably gonna see it a couple more times before it leaves the theater. AMC subscription. Plus, it's just a really great inspirational summer flick, and the soundtrack is lit. Can't stop listening to it. So we got the olive oil massaged in there. We're gonna get some knives out. I'm so exhausted, but I just figured I'd take my last bit of energy to check in with everyone. It's been ages. I don't want you guys to forget about me. Not that you could. Probably gonna go heavy on the lemon because I need some acidity. All right. I'm gonna save the lemon peels for tea. Can make tea with it, hot toddy, since it feels like it's fall almost in Chicago. It went from like 108 degrees to like 55, less than 24 hours. That's why it's always fun being from here. Never a dull moment. One more lemon. I love dressing the salad already, especially because I got the chicken going. It's gonna be, I forgot about the chicken. That's like the main thing. Chicken is boiling in a nice broth. It's gonna be nice and flavorful. More of that lemon in there. Right. Massage that in. I'm gonna be spitting out some seeds. Be like a machine gun with the lemon seeds. While I'm eating this, just put these away. It's nice to keep the lemons in the after you use them. I is that I'm always a model. You use past tense, so I guess the most important thing about me is I'm immortal. And so, you know, time is of little consequence, but I'm always a model. And I think the most important thing that I want people to know is I'm here to put Black women back on the map. I'm here to make Black women look good again. I'm here to remind the world why Black women are the original, the most beautiful, the most resourceful, or the richest resource on this planet, if not just to the, you know, Black revolution itself. Black women are the richest resource on this planet. And the fact that Hollywood refuses to celebrate the Black woman in her Aboriginal or African state, and only chooses to promote white femininity, and erase Black femininity, and that's one of the reasons I'm here. That's one of the reasons I have this phenotype, to dismantle the propaganda against Black femininity, and to demonstrate to Black women that you're not a hoe and you're not a bitch and you're not a dog the way Black men want you to believe you are in the art and in the music, and all the things that, you know, Black men are being used as tools to degrade you. You are not what the Black man has told you you are on behalf of white supremacy that he is a slave to. So the segregation between Black men and Black women spiritually has a lot to do with um, so many Black men selling out to achieve the status that the white man has in a white privileged white supremacist nation that America remains. So the most important thing is that I'm here to remind Black women what they could look like and what they could be and how they could feel about themselves if they took the time to not indulge in makeup, but actually indulge in spiritual and natural beauty rituals like African hairstyling, and, you know, some of the secret things and recipes, so to speak, home remedies that I use in my products and services that allowed us to radiate our natural beauty instead of kill it, lighten our skin, straighten our hair, try to look like a recessive woman, trying to look like a someone who has leprosy. I'm here to help Black women believe that they can be beautiful naturally, because white people have successfully brainwashed Black women into hating the way she looks and doing everything to look different, or just taking on a very masculine energy to combat the hatred of her and the degradation of her that comes from Black men specifically, but white supremacy predominantly. And I'm here to let Black women know you don't have to go through life being masculine in order to demand respect. You should be seeking to demand respect through working out, putting effort into being beautiful, being feminine, being high class, and actually having the qualities to compete with white supremacy and the elevation of white femininity into your demise. And a lot of, I'm here to demonstrate how Black women can compete in ways other than taking on a masculine demeanor, a masculine attitude, and this mammy syndrome of protecting and providing for the Black man, when it's really antichrist. It's opposite of the gender roles and the sex roles that God created man and women with. And in the Black community, we are in an antichrist state. The Black man is feminine and the Black woman is masculine. So I'm just here to demonstrate you don't have to be white, you don't have to be mixed to be feminine and to be desirable. You don't have to be white, half white, you don't have to be mixed to grow your natural hair long as an African woman. You just have to want it. So I think the most important thing about me is to let Black women know, without your crown, you're under the curse of Isaiah chapter 3 and continuing to verse 4, where polygamy is rampant because the only Black men that want Black women have no respect for Black women to be exclusive to one. And the Black men who are of a higher caliber will not date Black women because they feel they're better than them, and they feel they need a white trophy wife to prove a point to the white men who they really are inferior to. Black men who don't feel inferior to white men rarely have respect for Black women in their mating habits. You understand? So it's important for Black women to understand, without your connection to your hair and to your African femininity as a natural woman, without killing your beauty to look like Jezebel, you're under that curse. And I'm here to let Black women know, my middle name is unique. You will never be me. You will never have my energy, but you can embody different mysteries of the Orisha that can be activated in you, so you can lift that curse and in turn help lift other Black men and women out of the curse and that spirit of slumber that makes us so inferior globally as a whole in a lot of ways. We have to embrace our dominant genetics and that African spirituality in order to to really grow into the idea of being a king and a queen. And if you don't have your crown, and you don't have that real wisdom that helps you combat white supremacy, you just promoting white supremacy. So I think that's the most important thing about me as a model, to remember everything that I do is to elevate Black people. Even if I have to bash Black men or criticize the things that I see in the Black race, criticize the modern Black femininity that is unhealthy for nation building in a lot of ways. I know I'm making vague statements, but I just think the most important thing to know is, like, I'm always making Black women look better than Hollywood has ever allowed Black women to look. That's my purpose. It's not something I try to do. It's something that I realized I was here to do, because at a young age I realized the degradation of Black women and the complete castration of Black men, and no one really seemed to have the actual spiritual mysteries and power to really implement a lasting change. And over the years, I'm just noticing more and more, like, the revolution will not be televised. Um, and it's kind of every man for themselves is getting to that point, you know. So I just want to keep reminding people that you have to combat white supremacy. And if you're not elevating Black women, you are part of the problem, because they're the only way to combat white supremacy is to elevate the Black woman, because that shows you're being the man God designed you to be. Right now, the Black man is Satan's bitch. And there's no reason for any Black woman to have respect for him, save the men in her life who she can respect as individuals. But as a whole, no one respects the Black race, because no one fears the Black man. They know he's inferior. And they know he's chasing after white women's skirts to survive. You know, if he's not chasing after a white woman, he's using all the Black women in his life to survive. What happens a lot. It's very rare to find a Black man who actually grinds to take care of business and keep up. Um, so the status of a race is determined by the status of the female. Status of a nation is determined by the status of the female. In the Black race in America, you know, in Hollywood, so to speak, what's televised is the Black woman is a bitch or a hoe or a prostitute or just undesirable in general, you know, or something so exotic and erotic that she should be treated subhuman. So we're out of that worshiping the Black woman and Kemet and stuff phase in Hollywood, where they actually respected the diverse elements of Black people and celebrated that. We're in the phase of hip hop has completely been taken over by mulatto imperialism. We don't own. We are not seeing anything in mainstream, but mainstream is still influencing heavily the broader Black community in America. You know, so I'm here to remind people what a real Black woman is. You know, or what we used to be back when I was ISIS. I'm not gonna go there tonight. But anyway, let's get some apple cider vinegar on here and get this show on the road so I can actually relax. Freshen up. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a nice toss and let it marinate in the juices there while I chop everything up on top. And this is enough for this one will last me a couple days for sure. I haven't been eating much in the summertime. I don't have much appetite. I have just more energy than appetite. So we're just gonna pile it on and get going. Real proud Black man, yes, I truly do like you. Thank you, Tyrone. I appreciate it. Thanks for asking the question and, you know, starting a good topic. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get some red pepper going on here. Spice it up. A little bit. Alrighty. And I'm gonna do the poppy seeds. So they just kind of eat, you know, so they just cling to the olive oily leafy part. and are just dispersed throughout the salad and every bite. And let's get some sesame seeds on there. Seeds are really, things like seeds, grains, you can have small amounts and get really full off of seeds, nuts, grains. So again, it's kind of the less is more. Just to, jumpstart my summer appetite, eating, kind of a raw veganish summer energy for the hot weather. Yeah. Yeah, Tyrone, honestly, I'll put it like this. I think a lot of um Black people don't fit the stereotypes and the criteria, but again, as a whole, when it comes to unity and the way we operate, our genetic dominance has become our own downfall, because Black men have no regard for the legacy of being African. They're they're thrusting the African genetic into the white woman's womb. The same women,